The bottom line is, if you're not using a proper affiliate marketing tracking solution, you could be losing thousands of dollars every single month. So today we're going to be talking about my top 3 affiliate tracking solutions that I use, 2 of which are free and 1 of them is paid. We're going to talk about the importance of affiliate tracking, why this is a make it or break it kind of situation if you're not using proper tracking, and how this is going to be the most important thing in your business, especially if you're starting out. So we're going to talk about how it all works, how these tracking links are used across the internet, and what is new and happening in this year with regards to tracking. So let's get started. Okay, welcome to today's video, and we're going to be talking about tracking, how important it is to affiliate marketing. A lot of people come into affiliate marketing, they get an affiliate link from a place like their affiliate network, we'll say. So if you join ClickBank, you get an affiliate link, and then you go and take that link and you get people to click on it. And that is tracked through the affiliate network, and they use a special type of tracking software. And if you're only relying on that one single network to track all of your traffic, then you are potentially losing thousands of dollars every single month. And I'm going to talk about why. I'm going to show you some examples. We're going to go in and talk about the importance of conversion tracking, how it works on the server to server level, and how cookies are kind of going away. And if you're not using a proper tracking system, you could be losing tons of cash. The first thing I want to talk about is the fact that I am a paid traffic kind of guy. Most of my traffic comes from paid traffic, aside from what you see me do on YouTube and some organic stuff that I do through videos and some content online. My main income comes from paid traffic. Places like Google, Facebook, YouTube ads, stuff like that. And these platforms like Facebook and Google, they utilize a system where if you send them conversion data, meaning if you get a sale from ClickBank and you send that information back to Facebook or Google and say, hey, I got a sale from the ad that I just paid for, then they're happy about that, and they reward you by giving you more traffic that's similar to the person that just recently converted. So this is called automated bidding, maximizing conversions on these platforms. And they're using AI to make more money for you, which in turn makes more money for them. So a happy advertiser is one that will spend thousands of dollars per day, sometimes hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars per day, just because they're getting conversions. But if Google or Facebook doesn't know you're getting conversions, then this all fails and completely wipes out your account. Okay, so that is why we need affiliate tracking. And it's also especially important for organic traffic too, and you're going to see why. So let's go in to my computer now, and let's have a look here at Facebook. So here's an example of an account, not very much traffic, of course, but I just want to show you what it looks like when you have results on Facebook. So when you're running Facebook ads, you can see here website purchases. The only way they know that I have website purchases is because I've sent them that information using an affiliate tracker. And that way, Facebook will be able to make your ads better, or not make your ads better, but essentially put your ads in front of the right people. Now here on Google, again, 227,000 conversions with $6 million in spend. But basically, you can see 227,000 conversions sent back to Google, which helps me improve my campaigns, spend less money, and make more money because I'm not essentially paying for terrible traffic. I'm getting people that are converting. Okay, now I dive much deeper into these topics inside our training, but that is why we need tracking. It's so that we can get conversions in here and use automated bidding strategy. So let's have a look inside a CPA affiliate network quickly so I can explain how this works. When you get an affiliate link, say from an offer like this is a bug zapper that I ran last month and currently running now as well. I did a full case study on this, by the way, inside the Powerhouse affiliate portal. If you go in there, you can see how I made this profitable. Of course, it's going to be profitable when you're running at 10% conversion rate, but basically, the way it works is you get your affiliate link from here, and this is tracked through the network, and they can track through their system sales, and they show you how many sales you got, which is here CV, which is how many conversions I got. So I sent 569 clicks to this link. Now, a lot of newbies come in and they want a direct link. So they'll just take their link and they'll put their link in social media platforms, they'll spam it somewhere, they'll send it in an email, and they'll just get a bunch of data here. But really, the data that you get is terrible at the network level. You're not seeing what they're seeing. They're only tracking to make sure it's not fraudulent traffic. So they're looking at IP addresses, the conversion IP, how long these people have been on the page, which isn't really good information if you're running ads, okay? So we need more information. And in order to get that information, we need to set up a tracker, but we don't want to set up a tracker that is reliant on cookies. So what I mean by that is cookies are little pieces of information that go inside your browser. And some people's browsers don't even track cookies. There's a lot of privacy issues with it. You're seeing that a lot over the last few years. A lot of these ad platforms are going to be eliminating cookies altogether. Some of them already have. And so if you're relying on cookies in your tracking, which a lot of people do because they don't know any better, then they're losing out on a ton of conversions. So what we want to do is we want to track the conversions through a server-to-server postback. And in order to do that, we use a third-party platform such as CPV Lab Pro, which is the first tracker I want to talk about today. CPV Lab Pro is here. CPV1 is their cloud version, but they also have a self-hosted version. So if you want to use self-hosted tracking, then you can do that too. This is the tool I use. We're going to go inside and I'm going to show you what you can see once you're in there. But basically, you can track all of your call ads, your social ads, your search ads, whatever it is. And this will give you much more information than what you're going to see at the network level. So you're going to be able to see all the browsers, all the operating systems, keywords, all of that kind of stuff. And I'm going to show you here in a second. And you can track all of your native ads, any type of stuff you're running on Shopify. All of it can be tracked through CPV1 or CPV Lab Pro, which is the same company, but it's just the self-hosted, okay? So the company is CPV Lab Pro, and CPV1 is their cloud version. Now, if you want more details on how they compare to all those other trackers out there you've heard of, like Volume, RedTrack, Hyros, ClickMagic, all of these, you will notice when you go through these, CPV Lab has more features and it costs less. Trust me, I've been using it for decades, and it's just constantly improving. They actually just recently launched a version 12, and they've got a ton of new features in there, like better organization of your campaigns. They track the CAPI through Facebook ads, meaning you will be sending conversions directly server to server through the API. So there's no missing of data back to Facebook, whether you're running on any type of devices where your ads are targeting, you can still send those conversions back through the server. So you're not relying on cookies. One thing I've noticed with Volume too is if you use Volume on Volume and BMob, these are both knockoffs of each other. If you use either of these on Google Ads, sometimes they will flag your account for malicious software. I have never had that using CPV Lab Pro, okay? So I won't go into much more detail, but there is a link down below if you want to try these guys for a couple of weeks and see how they work for your traffic. And here's what you can expect to see when you're running paid ads. So one of the most important things that I find is that we can track the landing page click-through rates as well as our keywords, especially if you're running Google search ads. Now I've ran millions of dollars in search ads, as you saw. I'm still running search ads today, and it's one of my main traffic sources as an affiliate marketer. And what I can do here now inside CPV Lab Pro is I can start seeing all of the keywords. I can see how many visitors came from this keyword in particular. I can see that I spent roughly $296 Canadian and I earned 390 Canadian dollars back for a profit of $93, a 31% ROI. Now, this is stuff you cannot see if you're only relying on network tracking. And you would never want to rely on only network tracking or only Google tracking, because when I go into Google and I look at how many clicks I got, you're going to see a discrepancy. Sometimes you'll see more clicks on your tracker and less on Google, or vice versa. And this will let you identify potential problems maybe on your landing page. Maybe there's certain IPs that are fraudulent. You can track that through this type of program. And this third-party tracking is your own data. You get to track all of your own data. So it's absolutely critical that you're using a third-party tracker. And we say third-party because it's basically another system outside of your network and your ad platform. And this is your own system that you're looking at, okay? Which is where you're going to rely most on the data. Because now I can see how many people are clicking through my landing page. Landing page CTR, 77% on this one keyword. Sometimes what you're going to find is if you go down, you're going to see one key. Well, this isn't a big long report, but one keyword here, 2 clicks, no conversion. So I keep an eye on these ones with low CTR and say, well, maybe that keyword isn't good because people don't have the same intent as what my landing page is showing. So you can identify these things, and that's what makes you a professional, where you can start to optimize your campaigns much better. Now, for more details on how to really run high-performing search ads campaigns on Google Search Ads, check the Google Ads Masterclass down below. Or if you want to try free first, check out our free workshop down below, which is our 14-day challenge that explains a fast way to get traffic using search ads, and it's absolutely free. Get the workshop down below. Okay. So what else can I check here? Instead of keyword, I can turn that off. And now I can search all of these other pieces of data. I can look at the city, the states, the country, the continent. I could look further at referring domains. This is especially important if you're running native ads, because now you can see where these ads are showing and you can start blocking certain placements. It's also good for Bing ads. If you're running Microsoft ads or Bing, you can start to see the audience network, and you can start seeing all of those domains coming in and defining which ones you should be blocking. What I really like also, especially on Facebook ads, is the ability to see the operating systems and the operating system version. Because on Facebook ads, we can target versions of operating systems. So if you see a particular version eating up your entire budget, block it. Or if you see one vice versa, you see one converting super high, you can target it. Many other things we can track here to see where our traffic is coming from. So in this particular case, on this search ad, 23% ROI on iOS versus 16% ROI on Android. And the reason for that is because I can use server-to-server tracking, and on iOS, I can still get those conversions in here. Okay, so that is the importance of using server-to-server tracking, no cookies, and a third-party tracking platform. So what's next? What's the other tracking platform that I use every single day? That is Google Analytics. So inside Google Analytics, what I would highly recommend if you're running Google Ads especially is to come into your admin, come down to the product links, and link your Google Ads account to your Google Analytics. Then you can use Google Analytics to observe not only all of your organic traffic that's coming to your website, but you can also connect this to your ads, and you can start setting up all of your own conversions inside Google Analytics, as well as some conversions that you can't set up in Google Ads. So for example, you could set up page scroll, or people on my page for so long, or people who have clicked certain things. So if you combine Google Analytics with your Google Ads account, it makes it much more easier for both systems to talk to each other, and you can start really trying some new advanced tactics to get better traffic through the automated bidding systems of Google Ads. So very, very important that you also add this. Now, a beautiful thing about Google Analytics is that they allow you to track UTM tags. And UTM tags can be put into CPV Lab Pro as well, so that you can use both Google Analytics and CPV Lab Pro together. And this is particularly important, for example, in native ads. Let's say you're running a native ads campaign and you're getting a ton of traffic, and you want to see which placements are getting actually real traffic. In other words, no bots. So you can start tracking UTM tags, and you can also start tracking pages that are getting certain amounts of scrolls and certain amount of time. Now, I know bots can fake scrolls and all that stuff, but a lot of unsophisticated bots can be found by combining Google Analytics with CPV Lab Pro. Now, that's a much more advanced tactic. I'm not going to go into how that works in detail. If you want more information on that, come in and ask about it inside the Powerhouse affiliate portal on how to use UTM tags with Google Analytics and CPV Lab Pro to track your native ads campaigns. We can talk about that in detail in there. Okay, now let's talk about the third platform so we can come to an end because this video is rambling on. Let's go to Microsoft Clarity. If you're not using this, especially at the start of your campaigns, then you're missing out on a lot of great data. Microsoft Clarity can offer you information on your landing page experience, especially. So, especially when you're starting out a new campaign, sometimes I always start with at least 2 landing pages. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be looking at how people are responding to the design, how they're coming through my funnels, and all of those little things. And oftentimes when you look through Microsoft Clarity, you can see recordings. So for example, you can click on the recording. So this is going to record people on your website. It's going to show you how their mouse moves around on your web page. You can see here how it's going through that now. You can see what buttons they're clicking and maybe some mistakes. Maybe the button didn't work for them and now you're like, oh wow, I got to go fix that button. Or hey, you know what? The way their mouse is going around there, I should probably put a button up here to make it much easier. And it might sound not very important, but these little things that make life easier for your visitors are things that are going to dramatically improve your campaign. Even if it changes your profit margin by 1 or 2%, this can be thousands of dollars over the course of a year running your ads. What they also offer you are heat maps. So you can start to see certain areas of your website that are hot, meaning this is where people put their mouse a lot, or that's where their eyes are looking. So you can see here, if you click on one of these, it'll show you. It's taking a little bit of time to load, but it will show you heat maps in here. And so you can use those for free. Here's what it looks like when you have a heat map. You can see like this area here is getting a lot of attention. Here and here are getting attention, and a lot of people using their navigation. So you can start to scroll down and look at where people are clicking and what certain things are important to people. So those are the 3 tracking platforms that you should be looking at. You should be definitely using a third-party tracking platform. Even if you're doing search engine optimization, I'm often tracking certain pages and what pages are working well on search engines. Also for email marketing, you can start tracking each email, how many people are clicking through each email, which ones are converting the best. And then you start finding all of the best parts of your business that you're going to start using in all of your campaigns. So hopefully that was informative on tracking. If you like this type of video, please subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to click the bell icon so you get notified of all my future videos. We'll see you next week. Thanks.